Back again. I'm gonna talk about this recent incident. What a recent video release of Ray Rice assaulting his girlfriend. The previous video didn't show the actual fight. There's just an actual. There was a video released today showing that he actually assaulted his wife. Now, in the video, though, his wife, Janae Palmer, is actually punching him also. You know, it started out, they were walking through the lobby area or near the elevators, and she punches him like on the shoulder or something. I guess they had a little argument, typical, relationship argument. She punches him like on the arm or something, and they walked to the elevator. They got inside the elevator. Things got heated. She was wailing at him, and she punches him, and then the second time she jumps at him to punch him again. He punched her twice. He punched her the first time when she punched him, and then the second time she tried to punch him again. That's when he knocked her out. That was enough. Although, if you ask me, I mean, the 2-game suspension wasn't enough for the previous video, and people are asking, how didn't the NFL have this video footage already to where he should have been suspended indefinitely to begin with? Now, we can discuss that later on, but right now I'm going to focus on the fact that we're going to focus on the statements and beliefs about domestic abuse and the mutual domestic abuse, I guess you can say. Now, in the video, of course, his wife is assaulting him. Now, a lot of people will say, well, she was punching him. He let the emotions get the best of him, and he punches her out of, aggravation, self-defense, whatever. Not going to reiterate this anymore, because this is something that I think people are, they're somewhat condoning this type of violence against women. Just because the woman is attacking you, that does not mean you take that aggression out the same way on her as she did on you. She's weaker than you. Physically, she's weaker than you. A man that has dealt with that, even if you haven't dealt with that, you have been taught not to hit a female. You go through a certain training program in your mind, or dealing with a woman that may hit you, to just basically grab her or push her off of you, or just leave that situation. And a lot of people are saying, well, he made a mistake and he let the emotions get the best of him. Here's the thing. Dealing with a female that attacks you in that way, you have a knowledge of that particular issue. You don't punch her back because you know that your punch can potentially knock her out. She doesn't have that strength. Most females don't have that strength, right? So for you to punch her back shows that you have the propensity to be a woman beater. That's just the truth. We can't sugarcoat it. We can't try to be politically correct and say, well, he made a mistake and, he let the emotion. Let's just be real about it. The guy assaulted his wife. Now, like I said before, we understand the dynamic of a female that's being aggressive with you. No one is ignoring that. No one is disregarding that dynamic. You can't say, well, you don't understand, man. I've had females slap me and punch and bite me and all types of what I'm supposed to do. As a man, you have a responsibility to keep your composure under those circumstances. If a chick, now drastic situations, of course, it's harder to deal with those issues as a man, but that doesn't excuse punching a female just because of the level of her aggression towards you. This is why you walk away. You can push her away. I condone just pushing her. Just push her away. If she fall way over there, so be it. At least you didn't punch her. If she's punching you, she's spitting on you, she's biting you, all type of stuff, grab her and push her over to the wall or something and leave. But to sit there and punch her back and fight with her like as if she's a man, that shows a lack of composure, a lack of, to be honest with you, I think it has to do with the culture also, because of the way women are treated in the black community. That also contributes to how men treat black women. Black men treat black women due to how the black woman is presented via the media, movies, music, what have you, and in our culture as a whole. That's another reason why these things are happening. It's the lack of respect for the woman. So if there's already a lack of respect for the woman subconsciously, when a black man gets into a situation like that, due to what he has been taught about black women through generations now, because it's not reiterated to respect your woman now. Everything is seeing a woman twerking and being in videos, so you subconsciously you don't respect the woman already. So if you're in a relationship and she's fighting, she's aggressive, you're gonna punch her, you're gonna fight her because you don't have the respect for that woman already. Now let me get to the NFL and I'll wrap it up. The NFL, to say they didn't have knowledge of this video is preposterous. They had knowledge of this video. The problem is, my question is, why didn't they suspend this guy indefinitely from the beginning? Or better yet, why wasn't this video released moments after the first video was released? Because if this was released by TMZ, they had all of that video footage. Why did they wait to present that later on? Because that actually only makes it look as if the NFL knew about it, but they kept quiet about it, and then they decided to bring it out now. That is a very mysterious situation. I'm trying to figure out what's the motive there, because if you have video footage of a person assaulting their wife, why would you release a video that actually doesn't show them physically assaulting them first and then wait later? What? This is like what? I don't know the time frame in which between that video was released and this one, but you waited so long to release the actual video of him actually knocking her out. Why did it take so long to present that? Now, of course, TMZ may not care about the NFL, and they say, well, we want the money. Or perhaps the NFL said, don't release this because we have already said he's only suspended 2 games, and that brings up another issue. It seems as if in the beginning they were protecting Ray Rice. Who is Ray Rice? Ray Rice is a somewhat known running back for the Baltimore Ravens. It's not like he's a household name, this superstar, this Tom Brady type of superstar where you felt you needed to protect his image. Why was he protected in this way? It's almost as if here's the thing about the video footage. Now I hope this analogy really puts this into perspective to where people really scratch their head like, what is this about? Let's say someone robbed a store. The camera shows, they release video footage of someone in a store, but they're not physically robbing the store. The video shows someone walking around suspiciously, what have you, but it's announced to the public that that person robbed the store. There's no evidence that the person robbed the store yet. Then later down the line, they show physical evidence of that person robbing the store, with a gun or a weapon or something, sticking up the clerk. Why would it take so long, or better yet, why are those detached from one another to show that this person robbed the store? Why would you show one video where you're not actually showing the evidence of the person robbing the store? You just show suspicion. Because you can look at the Ray Rice video and say, well, maybe he didn't assault his wife. There was no evidence to show that he did. Maybe she was drunk and she passed out and she fell over and he dragged her out of the elevator. Then later, oh, there's new evidence to show that he actually assaulted his wife. And to be honest with you, the new evidence is in the same camera angles where she punched him in the lobby area. How is that camera angle or that camera footage different from the previous camera footage? It's the same footage. All they did was split it up. Now, if you look at that, you can say that why would you toy around with such serious issues? Why would you edit and clip out things with such a serious issue? This person assaulted his wife. Why would you release a video with lack of evidence of that and then turn around and present the whole thing and now he's suspended indefinitely? That's a very suspicious situation. I would like to hear your thoughts on it.